Blackwater started off as a club for Dowling and his friends, and we kind of grew it really quickly into an outfitter.
I get joy out of taking and letting people experience what I've found a love in, which is the outdoor hunting industry. Trinity Oaks, we met them at SCI, and they invited us to dinner and kind of got talking to them. They invited us to their place. We got to see what they were doing, learn more about what Trinity Oaks does and who they were.
When we met the Trinity Oaks team, we saw what they were doing, and they invited us down to Texas, and we wanted to be a part of it.
God put us two together at that time, no doubt in my mind.
Shoot him, shoot him.
On the water.
Wait.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Nice!
We did 6 events. I think we did 24 different youth. And then we had a total of about 21, 22 veterans. But yeah, I mean, not even quite 50 people. And to have the feedback and to have the effect that we had on less than 50 people, it was quite amazing. The smile that you see on those kids' faces whenever you're out hunting with them and a group of birds comes in and finishes, or they may not hit one, it doesn't matter. They're pulling, even if we don't kill anything, it didn't matter. It was the experience, it was getting to throw a decoy, ride in the Ranger, go do whatever. And then the veterans, obviously, they have a little bit more gun experience, but for them, like even a lot of the veterans we took this year had never waterfowl hunted in their life. And I cannot tell you how many different veterans I had come up to me personally after we got done, and just, it was like, man, this is the coolest thing, the greatest thing that anyone has ever done for me. It really was mind-boggling to me. Like, I knew it was gonna be something good and be like something that would help them. I didn't know to what extent it would help them at. That is one thing that was like, blew me away. It was like, holy cow, this is really, we're not just taking people hunting, like
it's a lot deeper.
We're potentially changing their life on this experience by how we conduct ourselves, how much we show we care, what we're doing for them. And obviously that leads back to our, why are we doing this? And it's because, we want to share what we have and what God's blessed us with them.
Jesus calls us to give to others and not expect anything in return, and I hope that it impacts the kids and the veterans that come to hunt with us to live their lives that way as well.
Moving forward in the future, these are, for what we'd like to do is I want to help more small nonprofits like Franktown Open Hearts, Soldier's Child, different nonprofits that basically we can come and say, hey, we're a resource for you to use.
I'm Daryl Mackin, and I'm the founder and CEO of a Soldier's Child Foundation. It's for the children of our fallen. That's any military branch, any active duty death, and any post-service death, cancer, leukemia, PTSD, death by suicide is one that unfortunately we have a lot of. But it's taking care of all the sons and daughters of our fallen military all across the country. We now serve over 5,000 children nationwide. 13 years ago, when we did our first hunt camp, we were invited by someone to come out, bring some kids out, and they would lead the hunt. And I just saw the kids just gravitate to these men that knew how to hunt. And then it hit me, it was like, okay, wait a minute. So they're looking at these hunter men as their father figures, because it would have been a natural bend that their fathers would have taught them how to hunt. And then I came to find out that was actually true, that there was a number of kids that my father took me hunting, or my father promised me when he came back he was going to take me hunting. So it's a natural fit for a soldier's child. When Dowling reached out to me and told me about his organization and that he wanted to do something with us, he will tell you I was very skeptical. Because here's the truth. I have come across so many people reach out and they like blah, 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 and they just don't follow through. Dowling was the exception. We had a number of conversations. I realized he was the real deal, and he was sincere, and he wanted to do this. And so then he's like, okay, so we're gonna go duck and goose hunting. We had done a duck hunt once before, but nothing like this hunt with Dowling, and it was just exhilarating.
The hunting aspect of it, it's not even the main attraction. It's more of the experience as a whole. You're in an area you've never seen. There's thousands and thousands of birds that migrate through Arkansas, so most of these kids have never even seen anything like that. Most of the veterans have never seen anything like that. But it's the ultimate place, in my opinion, an ultimate sport to be able to bring someone you don't know, that you can have 10 different people from 10 different backgrounds, kids, adults, whatever, and by the end of a hunt, you're all best friends. I mean, and you've all just gone through all that hype of emotions from, like she said, the anxiety of not knowing what's going on to the adrenaline rush of, hey, be quiet, these birds are coming in. It's really neat.
Raining birds!
We have to get to know the kids, the children, and learn where they're at in their loss. That's what we do. We minister to the children of our fallen. We want to get to the heart of the child. We want to see some healing and some hope found inside their hearts. And that actually happened at that camp. We had a young man who's didn't want anything to do with God. We had a couple conversations, and I want to see them find hope in God. And that's what happened at the Duck Duck Goose with this one boy. It changed his life in one little duck hunt.
When they come here and they hunt with us, you're not just providing someone a gun and ammo to come hunt. You're providing a life-changing experience that could alter what they end up doing in their life. So it's pretty neat.
We got back and we started telling everybody, about the Duck Duck Goose. Everybody loves the name, Duck Duck Goose Hunt. So many of the kids were like, can I go, can I go, can I go? And I'm like, oh boy, we opened this can. So yeah, we want to make it like a yearly thing, and Dowling wants to make it a yearly thing. Wings of Hope, Trinity Oaks, looking forward to doing more and more stuff with them. It just seems like they're very compassionate, caring people for the community of children and families that we serve. And when we find a good partner like that, we want to make it stick.
We do want this to become a fully run nonprofit retreat for other nonprofits to be able to use as a resource. That's kind of the shift point I think that we're wanting to make. That's my goal. Without our donors and without people giving and being and even our volunteers, there's no way we can do this. And we learned a lot too. You have to have professionals to be out there, and that costs money to hire them. Just operation-wise, I think we could run a full season with roughly around 200 grand a year. We need people who have a passion for the outdoors. We need people who have a passion for kids. We need people who have a passion for veterans to come alongside us and help us get to our goal